The Indianapolis Police Department has suspended an officer without pay tonight after his second alcohol-related arrest in as many years. The Hamilton County Jail booked in Officer Alan Johnson on $7,500 bond on a preliminary charge of OWI. The 5-year veteran was off duty and driving his personal car when police in Fishers arrested him overnight. IMPD is conducting an internal investigation, but leaders say they will not tolerate this kind of behavior that puts the community at risk.
It all boils down to individual responsibility and individual action. Our officers know what's expected of them. They know the rules and they know the consequences. And when they violate those rules, they are held accountable. And no one's sweeping anything under the rug.
The department plans to continue making resources available to officers to help what they say is the added stress-related issues that come with a career in law enforcement. And the Indianapolis Police Department is dealing with a troubling trend. Johnson is just one of 7 officers arrested in the past year on suspicion of DUI or OWI. 5 of those arrests have come in recent months. Kevin Brown resigned last month following his second alcohol-related arrest in a year. In June, you may recall, airport police officers stopped Captain Mark Rice for OWI. He was off duty and in his personal car. That same month, police arrested Officer Brian Neal for showing up at work smelling of alcohol. And police in Hancock County pulled over Officer Edward Zahner in May. They say his blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit at the time. New on the Night Beat tonight, Metro Police are renewing their call to the public to help them track down a murder suspect. They have an active murder warrant out for 22-year-old Anthony Sullivan. They say to consider him armed and dangerous. Investigators believe he may be involved in a double shooting last weekend on Eastern Avenue. One victim died on the spot. The other went to the hospital with serious injuries. If you know anything about Sullivan, you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously. The number is right there on the bottom of your screen. It's 262-TIPS. The Indiana native battling the Ebola virus is making his first public statement since contracting the disease. Dr. Kent Brantley says he's getting stronger every day and is thankful for all of the prayers for his recovery. He wrote the update from an isolation room at Emory Hospital in Atlanta, where doctors are treating him and another aide worker. Brantley says the doctors and nurses are providing the very best care possible, adding, quote, "Thank God for his mercy and as I've wrestled with this terrible disease." The World Health Organization has declared a public health emergency over the Ebola outbreak in Western Africa. With the death toll now approaching 1,000 people, the group is calling for a coordinated international response.
Declaration of a public health emergency of international concern alerts the world to the need for high vigilance for possible cases of Ebola virus disease, but by no means implies that all countries or even many countries will see Ebola cases.
Nigeria is the latest country to declare a state of emergency over the virus. And here in Indiana, the state health department is urging Hoosiers to protect themselves from West Nile virus after confirming the first human case of the year. The first person infected in Indiana is from Porter County. Investigators say they also have found infected mosquitoes in 18 other counties across the state.